So typically we start trading from 9:10 a.m. Central, considering that no other news reports due today. This is in the playback mode, by the way. And since there are no other news reports, we might start early. And we had the employment situations or the non-farm payroll report at 7:30 Central. And that has this huge rally at that time. So I'm going to increase the speed until I reach maybe 8:35, and then we'll look
Potential
for some
downtrend.
trade opportunities at that time.
Potential downtrend.
Okay, meanwhile,
Potential uptrend. Downtrend. Potential downtrend. Potential downtrend.
okay, so
Order filled. Stop filled.
Potential uptrend.
so the reason for that previous trade was, so we saw this down signal and we react on the first signal in that direction.
Uptrend.
Okay, so now we have the uptrend, and I would like to enter here
Order
if I
submitted.
get it within next couple of bars. If not, I will cancel that. So this is the fixed scale, and this is the auto scale. So auto scale gives better context view, whereas the fixed scale is good for assessing the range of each bar.
Uptrend.
Okay, so this one is not filling, so I am
Order submitted.
here canceling
Order
this.
canceled.
If it doesn't fill, it's fine. And especially till 9:10 a.m. I'm not, I don't want to be too aggressive anyway.
Potential uptrend. Uptrend.
So it reached R1 and there can be some pullback from here. Since it did not fill in last couple of bars. And also I was not paying attention to chase it or anything if it is valid to chase. So
Order
I'll be
canceled.
off.
Uptrend.
Not jumping in now anyway with a doji bar like this. The context is good. This is good. Everything is uptrend.
Potential uptrend.
So when you got the signal here and
Uptrend.
placing the order at the middle of that bar like this
Order submitted.
would have been okay. So maybe taking a risk here.
Order filled.
Not moving the stop. So if I get two stops in a row, I will stop for the day. So jumping in the middle of this bar was not such a great idea. You could have still kept the order somewhere near below this bar. But the trend seems to be good. I can close everything right now or let it run or stop out, whatever now.
Uptrend.
Stop filled.
So that was very likely to be filled. So now this is like a wick test. So I'll keep
Order
one more
submitted.
order here. That should have been kept even before that one, this bar closed, because we knew that situation was developing.
Order filled.
But since that was already done, this is not going too well.
Potential downtrend.
Okay, I just want to be out of this.
Order filled.
And that's fine. Whether it's going to work or not, this is kind of doubtful, so I don't want to give it more time. That is my short clock approach. But entering a long here,
Potential
after it
uptrend.
worked out at so late in this uptrend is not a
Potential
high
downtrend.
probability trade. So ideally, you should get filled in here. So it's okay to be a little bit more aggressive here instead of putting the order here. I could even take the middle of the bar orders there. So on these initial signal bars, entering here is fine, but later on, it's better to just stay out. So we have the potential downtrend here, but that did not become a confirmed one. So the goal now
Downtrend.
is to, okay, so now we have the downtrend. So on this one, I could go here. It could be just, so 9 a.m. approaching. So I want to give it some break.
Potential downtrend.
If I want to be in this trade, I want that to be filled here.
Order submitted.
Even though potentially it is looking like it could go,
Order filled.
oh, why did I click this? Middle of which one did I click? Maybe I clicked this and I have bought it. I want to be out of this because
Order
it was not
filled.
the plan. I think I was planning to click the highlighter, but even though that worked out okay. All right, until I get a clear signal, I'm not going to trade, but was looking at this here. Okay, it had hit the resistance there. And it might come back to this area where there is a fair value gap. And okay, so now we have hit this. So this was my original stop, and that would have worked very nicely if I stayed with that original stop there. But right now, do I want to take
Order submitted. Order cancelled.
so in reality, I might have taken this stop right now.
Order submitted.
And even that would have worked too. So the stop from here to here is yes 50. So this is the invalidation point. Sometime even if it breaks above this, it won't stop within 1 or 2 ticks. It will shoot above. So it is very rarely that it will just come here and return. So if you are building the stop based on this high, stop should be way above where it can sustain some of the um, breakthroughs, but breakthrough and any breakout failures. But since I'm not willing to give that wide a stop, I might even bring the stop down a little. So as of now, officially, I have completed only one trade. This other trade was by accident, and this trade I was waiting for, and before that accident happened. So by that, yeah, this would have been complete also. Again, that's just a single trade. So since it's taking too long and I'm not sure whether it will go sideways for a while or whether it will go back up. So ideally this should have been the,
Order filled.
okay, so we are in. Getting ready to close if it does not go. I'm thinking it will oscillate at least one more time, but not so sure. It has already bounced once. And the time is 9:10. Yeah, I should have closed it there. Maybe I'll close it right now.
Order filled.
I hurried a little bit. Um, Not sure if I will be able to execute like that in real time or not, but uh,
Uptrend.
closing early is not a bad idea. So now uptrend, but on a red bar. So could at the close of this bar, I can just say buy mid. Okay, so that trade, if I not closed early, it would have been working out now also.
Potential downtrend.
So this is really a mixed signal, that uptrend on a red bar. I would rather wait for a clean uptrend signal. Okay, could say buy.
Order submitted.
So the idea behind this trade is this is going sideways and expecting this to go higher now, since it has held this area for a while now. So if this fails, it should go at least swing to the upper edge of this sideways move, if not higher. But if it does not happen and if it goes down, I'm willing to accept that loss or the stop out. And if it doesn't fill, not going to chase, it's okay.
Potential uptrend.
So by the way, instead of the middle of the wick, if I just said middle of this body, but right now, should I take that? Like
Order
here
submitted.
instead of this
Order
one.
canceled.
All right, so let's increase the speed a bit. Still not filled.
Order filled.
Okay, so when it fills, it makes me feel as if it could have filled at an even better price. Since now we are in the trade, let me manage the emotions better. So going slow, meaning the amount of time I have to endure during real trades, because when it is not working out, it builds up tension. So I could close this, but I'm optimistic that it might swing at least there before hitting my stop. But if it does hit my stop, I'm not going to move it down. Maybe it's okay to pull it down a little bit, especially since 30 acts as a resistance sometime. That I should have noticed that
Potential
way before.
downtrend.
Eventually, this sideways move will break out.
Potential downtrend.
Not sure which side it's going to break out. It's looking like the, okay, so we have the down arrow. So I should just get out right
Order
there.
filled.
And I could actually even go
Order submitted. Order
short.
filled.
Alright, so this typically on a sideways move like this is not that reliable, as you could see. But I just acted on that signal.
Target filled.
So, okay, so now we have, it's a risk-free trade. I can close both of them for at least to protect this 20 ticks profit, but it might stop out and then continue, or sideways might continue and I will be stopped out anyway. So as of now, this, so we have one down arrow, another one here. So typically they add up, meaning it's favoring the downtrend
Potential
for now.
downtrend.
But that doesn't mean this stop will not be filled even before it's going down.
Potential downtrend.
Target filled.
Alright, so that worked.
Downtrend.
So now we have this signal and don't know if I want to chase this. It's 9:30. We have the initial balance high here, initial balance low, maybe somewhere there. So it was a good call to get out when I saw this signal. So now if I want to go short again, if it comes back all the way here, or at least middle of this bar, I can. But on the other hand, let's see, it has hit the fair value gap here. Maybe it might still be making a trip up to this one. So for that reason, maybe Do not take another short. So let's look at the structure. The reason to take short here again is that now the day might turn into a downtrending day. The reason not to take a short is typically after the IB is set. So we have the divergence here. So this is favoring the downtrend here. And is there any reason to go long? No signal is given because it's nothing is confirmed yet. Sustaining uptrend move.
Downtrend.
It is even giving the downtrend signal. And I will not act on this arrow right now because the strategy is you take action on the first or second arrow only. So if I had missed this one, I would take here. Even there, I would be waiting at this line, middle of that bar, or in a strong bars like this,
Potential
and
uptrend.
enter there also. So we already reached the potential uptrend. Yeah, I might have taken this short here. Reason I'm not taking is okay, it has hit the fair value gap. It has few more room to go if it wants to. But I will wait for it to sort out. So buy body high is here.
Uptrend.
All right, so this one, let's go
Order
there.
submitted.
So during the 2x speed, the alert is given and this thing. So typically under 1x speed, alert should come as soon as this bar is closed, where we can hit this button to place the order at the top of this bar. But since this was not filled, I could have gone at the
Uptrend.
low of that body if I wanted. Alright, so let me do that.
Order submitted. Order
There
filled.
and
Order
cancel
canceled.
this. So with my other plan, if I'm favoring the downtrend here, if I was waiting with an order here, but as soon as I see these uptrend signal, I should not be keeping that order in place anyway. Just respect the signal and get out. But even right now, since it is approaching there, should I wait for it to hit at least the target or should I get out? So either is fine or move the stop loss down a little bit. So now we are safe. And I'm going to increase the speed a little bit
Uptrend.
so that I can wrap up. In fact, I could 43 is not a bad target, so I will leave it there.
Uptrend.
Okay, this might stop out even though I got the uptrend signal. It may be too late. So either I can take this profit.
Order
Here.
filled.
I just took that profit only because it was looking more like I might stop out. So I wanted to keep this profit. But on the other hand, it might continue higher where it might have hit my original
Uptrend.
target. But that's okay. I'm not going to re-enter here.
Potential uptrend.
Yep. It might have
Uptrend.
hit my original target. Maybe not yet. 43 was the original target. Sometimes it's easy to stay away at the original stop, so it won't stop me out. But moving the stop to the break even will produce or will give a risk-free trade. Even though sometimes it will stop me out and then goes higher. So we are approaching top of the hour. So no need to jump into any action here until it settles and gives us a new set of signals or a trend.
Downtrend.
So now it would have stopped out. Okay, so we have the downtrend signal.
Potential
And
downtrend.
I'm going to take
Order
risk
submitted.
anyway. If it fails.
Order filled.
But this could be a fake and I might stop out. Okay, it's a risk-free trade now.
Stop filled.
That's fine. So the reason for that trade
Potential
was
uptrend.
instead of even taking it here, I could have waited exactly near the arrow here. But considering the situations like this, and here exactly at the bar would have failed. Here it would have failed too. So okay, this one would not have failed, but everything else would have failed. Now that trade worked out, and there is no point taking another exact same trade because that will not carry the same momentum. So for that reason, I should stay out.
Uptrend.
So let's take a look at the orders that were placed.
Potential uptrend.
So this was the entry, the signal bar at the top of this bar field. Okay, look at this now. Okay, so it broke out.
Uptrend.
Does this mean it will continue or whether this acts as a failed breakout?
Potential uptrend.
So let's look at this. So if I were to go long here, not an ideal location, I can go long here. If I want to go short here, only
Uptrend.
supporting factor is the resistance there and a potential failed breakout. Now that I have seen this data in real time, I know that it's going to reverse here big time. But what is the actual possible scenario? One thing is, since this I have seen this happen, the failed breakouts many times, especially when there is a throw-over type of this long wicks. So at the least, I should stay out. So if I want to go long based on these arrows here, if I had a standing order,
Order submitted. Order filled.
go long here like this. And then be ready to close. On the other hand, I should not take that
Order
chance at
filled.
all. Especially when I see this long wicks and then it's trying to reverse. The possibilities of it going there can be remote. Instead, just wait for the signals. So the signals are here, even though those are not the first ones, but you could consider that as the first. Problem is signals won't consider these failed breakout type of scenarios.
Downtrend.
Okay, so we have the downtrend. So we'll do
Order
this.
submitted.
It could have been
Potential downtrend.
sell body high. All right, so we don't have that.
Order submitted. Order cancelled.
Downtrend.
Okay, so I missed that one. And this is speed 4x, but even at 1x, there was no way to chase this unless I entered this one sell body low immediately when I got this order. If I entered that or this, it would have failed.
Downtrend.
But now it's too late and
Order
no
cancelled.
point chasing this unless something is established. So it has even hit the fair value gaps here. and not sure whether it will reverse here or not. So ignore these signals at the end of the move. Don't trade based on these signals. So all the signals are good at the beginning, first or second signal here. And
Potential
should I
uptrend.
consider this as it has hit the VWAP and it's trying to go higher? I'm not so sure. On the other hand, let's say I stayed with, okay, we have the uptrend.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Okay, so let's say after a strong downtrend like this, no need to enter on the very first signal. Wait for the second signal actually. So for that reason, this looked like a strong reversal also, but might oscillate once or twice before.
Order filled.
Okay, it might have worked or not, but idea is that if it is not working
Uptrend.
immediately. Okay, so now I could enter here for sure.
Order filled.
So now if it fails by trying to do sideways, that's not on me.
Potential uptrend.
Say risk-free trade now. Everything going this smoothly during real time trading is doubtful. Also because I have kept this at
Uptrend.
4x speed,
Stop filled.
which is easy to wait. Otherwise, it takes twice as much. 4 times more time, and my patience runs out, and I won't execute it exactly, even though I'm not referring to any of the previous price actions. It is some of the known pattern, at least till now. After this, I don't know exactly what happened, but I will continue till 11. So this one, the second position stopped out.
Potential downtrend.
So the reason not to trade again based on these signals here
Potential
is
downtrend.
this downtrend might continue or not, or this reversal might hold and it might just reverse some 50% of Fibonacci retracement and then continue higher again. So acting on this downtrend signal is not very wise here. But the only reason I'm
Order
entering this is
submitted.
it might bounce down one more time. Let's see.
Order filled.
Okay, so this is little
Potential
bit
uptrend.
aggressive. I should not enter here like this against the strong reversal like that. So with that proviso, let me close it
Order.
right now
Uptrend.
here, no matter what. So we also got the uptrend signal. That's another reason to hit close. But That was a red bar, so it's not a very valid signal. Nonetheless, closing it was the wise decision. I don't know if I would have gotten the right timing or not, or at least close now here. Don't stay on this doubtful trade in the wrong direction. So here are the trades so far.
uptrend,
Okay, so I acted on this downtrend signal to take short, but now I got two back-to-back uptrend. There are several uptrend signals, so
potential
everything is
uptrend,
favoring uptrend, but I can wait till it clears this area.
potential uptrend,
Order submitted.
potential uptrend, potential uptrend,
Should I chase this? Maybe.
uptrend,
Okay, so that is all I'm going to do on this.
potential uptrend,
If it leaves without me here, that's fine. And that's what it did.
uptrend,
Okay, so the way to trade this here is whatever happened so far is fine. Only for this. So we got the uptrend signal, so we gotten out of this wrong position, which was good. But on the second signal here, which is on the red bar, or at least, okay, this is a clean signal. You could enter this buy body above mid. There it would have failed. But I'm waiting here, that's fine. Depending on where you are with the signals, you can take even buy body highs sometime. On the first or second signal, you can go a little bit aggressive,
potential downtrend,
but beyond that,
Order
no.
filled.
So this may be too late to waiting for this uptrend there.
potential downtrend,
And if you get a downtrend signal or this, so it's looking like it's coming back. So we have that downtrend signal. So should I
Order filled.
close? Okay, so that is a little bit of a comeback, but now should I take this downtrend signal?
Order submitted. Order filled.
So against the strong uptrend like this one potential working is doubtful, but just following the signal. Let's see what happens.
Target filled.
All right, so let's see, it needs 4 more ticks before the stop will be moved to break even. Or I could just close it because this is becoming doubtful.
Order filled.
Okay, closed it because this became a little bit doubtful. But if it does work, then it gives me additional reason to not to close early. See, right now looking at the structure, let's look at this auto scale where I can see the entire context.
Potential
Based on
uptrend.
this, based on the higher time frame, everything, this is a potential, little bit choppy, and then eventually it will go in one direction or the other. Until then,
Potential uptrend.
I think it is better to just play cautiously like this anyway.
Potential uptrend. Potential uptrend.
Order submitted. Order filled. Target filled.
Potential downtrend.
All right, so the reason I'm trying to get out early here is that, kind of suspected this acting as a resistance, but I was
Downtrend.
able to close only one. So now that I got the second downtrend signal, I'll just get
Order
out.
filled.
But should I go short here? Yes, this one could wait for one more signal.
Potential downtrend.
Okay, so we have the signal there. So I'll just say
Order
sell high.
submitted.
Potential downtrend.
Alright, so it was good to get out here also on that signal, even though we lost few points. But should I chase this?
Order submitted.
Downtrend.
That is the most I will
Order
chase.
canceled. Order filled.
So the volatility is little bit high, and these 44 ticks, almost 10 point
Downtrend.
break-even moves are working fairly easily. But if the volatility slows down, um, it might still work when I take the trades only during these signals, but it's hard to say how fast it will work. Also, whether to close it right now versus you'll just reduce the target a little bit, if not fully closing it. Because I would hate for this to stop out.
Target filled.
Alright, so that's good enough for this demo. So we are reaching 11:28. Going back to 1x speed. Overall, the trades ended up being on these. It may be hard to see here, but the actions taken when the signals appeared, especially closing the wrong positions, that was the key in retaining the earned profits. And then new trades on the uptrend, especially, I can go aggressive on the beginning. On the downtrend, it is giving that retracement to the beginning of the signal, except here. Let's see, without the text, the actual trades alone, just the markers only, and also without the signals. So the signals gave a good enough without signals it would look chart would look like this, and these arrows are the actual trades taken. For example, this is the short, and the right pointing triangle is the entry of short, and then left pointing triangle with the up arrow on that bar is where it was closed. And the reason I closed it here are based on those signals. Entry, exit. So some of the trades were closed early based on the signals, and some of them were missed, but only a couple of them hit both of the original targets.